This is, quite honestly, any Nintendo fan's wet dream. The Super Mario Bros. Movie stars Chris Pratt, Jack Black, Charlie Day, and Anya Taylor-Joy. It tells the story of a Brooklyn plumber named Mario who travels through the Mushroom Kingdom with a princess named Peach and an anthropomorphic mushroom named Toad to find Mario's brother, Luigi, and to save the world from a ruthless, fire-breathing Koopa named Bowser. Now, I was so excited to see this movie. I have been a Nintendo fan for basically all my life. I am from the generation that grew up playing the Wii, and then later on got the Wii U. I loved playing Mario Kart. Mario was basically my introduction to video games, which is pretty special, and that's why I was looking forward to this movie that much. I was so excited to see how they would adapt that original game into a feature film. And I do have to say that while this movie is not perfect by any means, it's harmless fun. And I feel like if you go into it expecting that, you'll enjoy it for what it is. But before I get more into my in-depth thoughts on this movie, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and comment down below what are your thoughts or expectations for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. But let's keep talking about the movie. When it comes to the animation in this movie, I feel like that's one of the big highlights of the entire movie, in all honesty, because the animation is stunning. It doesn't really feel like typical Illumination stuff. It feels like they were going out of their comfort zone a little bit in terms of the animators animating this movie. I mean, in terms of translating the animation from the games to the movies now, I feel like it's a very faithful adaptation in that way. From even the smallest of details in an area that our characters are traveling through, or even just the character designs themselves, I really did not have any complaints with the animation or the voice cast, except for one issue. And I'll get that one quick issue out of the way now. I love me some Seth Rogen, don't get me wrong, but he is kind of miscast as Donkey Kong here. I'll talk about the rest of the voice cast in a second, but when I saw Donkey Kong, all I could see and hear was Seth Rogen. The rest of the cast sunk into the role, and I do want to give major props to Chris Pratt. He got an abundance of hate for no particular reason except for the fact that he just gets cast in a lot of movies. I'm not opposed to seeing a lot of Chris Pratt. I do think that you can spread the love a little bit when it comes to giving other actors roles, but when it came to Chris Pratt in this role, I feel like he's going to prove any haters wrong. To me, I just saw Mario, did not hear Chris Pratt. And he's not doing the typical Mario voice we've all grown to love over the years, because I feel like that would have just gotten annoying to hear for an hour and a half straight. That was a wise directorial choice here, but he doesn't just sound like Chris Pratt. He has a bit of a Brooklyn accent. He sounds like the character of Mario. I also gotta give props to Anya Taylor-Joy and Jack Black. But also another great part about this movie is the score, which is fantastic. It integrates little details of stuff that you would hear from the game, like a background noise in the game, and incorporates the original music from the game in specific levels or different areas of the game. It's really cool to see how they used the music from the game and brought it over into this movie, paying homage to it while not overly using it, I found, and doing its own kind of thing, taking a bit of a twist on it. And like I said in the intro of this video, I mean, if you are any casual fan of Nintendo, if you are a die-hard fan of Nintendo, you're gonna find something to enjoy or something to appreciate about this movie and what it means as like a love letter to Nintendo fans across the globe. If you're a casual fan, you're probably not gonna pick up on the very cool details that you'll notice with Easter eggs in the background. But once again, it was just so cool to see how they brought in stuff from the games to this movie. And I think this movie will honestly require multiple viewings just so you can pick out all the little details here and there. And like I said, if you show up to the Super Mario Bros. Movie, whether you're with your children, by yourself, with family members, whatever it may be, and you just go in expecting it to be cute, harmless family fun, I think that you'll enjoy this movie for the most part, at least. That's how I would really recommend everyone go into this movie, because it's not without its flaws. If you're gonna go into it just ready to pick it apart, you're obviously not gonna have a good time with it. And that honestly goes for all movies. The Super Mario Bros. Movie moves fast, and it is kind of rushed in multiple spots throughout the movie, all over the place as well. Because you have an under 90-minute runtime without taking into account the credits, they want to set up a lot for more movies in this world to now come. Assuming this movie makes a lot more money, they're gonna add spin-offs and sequels. I'm sure they have plenty ideas in store for this new Mario universe. But they did want to touch on so much, I'm sure, just in case they didn't get the opportunity to do another one of these movies. There's just too much in here to really fully enjoy because it all gets glossed over at times, and it substitutes including so many little details here and there for character development and fleshed out writing, which is pretty essential when you want to have a movie that's going to go for that great rating. I feel I can't particularly go there, and I feel like this movie was especially lacking an emphasis on the tight bond between Mario and Luigi, because I'll just straight up say it, there's maybe 20 minutes or less of Luigi in this movie. Granted, I wasn't keeping track, but he was in this movie for such a little amount of time that I barely even knew him as a character. And that of course means that there's not going to be a lot of time at all for Mario and Luigi to have a relationship on screen. So I feel like if they really established earlier on how tight of a bond that these two characters have with one another, over the course of the movie you'll feel more attached to hopefully getting a good outcome for these characters. In all honesty, this movie just also lacked heart. You definitely could have added a lot of heart between Mario and Luigi, and that would have been the emotional core of the movie. But there really isn't an emotional core. There are some funny jokes that younger audiences will eat up. For me, I wasn't really laughing all that much. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot to enjoy in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It falls short of being great, and it just settles for being pretty good. The animation and the score is fantastic. The voice cast adds a lot to the movie. If you're a fan of Nintendo, this is gonna be the movie for you, which isn't really surprising. But if they do end up making a sequel, I really hope that they establish better characters and add more writing and depth to the characters and overall story for me to get more invested next time around. I'm gonna give the Super Mario Bros. Movie a B-. It really just crosses that line of me giving it a positive review. I would recommend this one though. But if you guys have seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie, let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, look forward to more videos and reviews coming soon. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.